Good morning, everybody. We're here to pull cards for April the 10th. And I just looked at my calendar and realized we pulled cards for April the 9th, and I didn't realize that was Easter Sunday. So happy Easter a little bit late, everybody. I'm so sorry that I didn't say it on the day. So let's see what we're going to do. This is the normal routine, though. This is going to be for Monday for the 10th. And so we're going to pull one card for overall energy and one card for um, energy of each sign, and we'll see how those meld. I really like it that Easter Sunday ended up being something where we had some really nice overall energy. That was fantastic. All right, let's see here. What do we have for Monday? The Monday after Easter, we've got the Stag. Okay. Now this is a nice card to see too, actually. It's not necessarily as much successful as the Archer was yesterday, but it does talk about somebody in our sphere of influence, or it talks about us acting in integrity, doing the things that make sense, being a leader and having a leadership style that is full of integrity. We're not playing favorites. We are appreciating everything that anyone is bringing to the table just because we know that they are making some type of effort. And so we try to be very fair about things and natural leaders when we're operating in this card. So this can be us, or this can be somebody in our sphere of influence. Nice if it's us. We like to be this type of person, right? Also good if it's somebody in our sphere of influence because we like to interact with this type of person. We know what to expect from them. They're very clear about what they expect. They have high standards. As long as we're living up to those standards, we'll get along with them just fine. If we're not, we'll know. They'll let us know that we're not living up to those standards, and so we can make adjustments if we want to. All right, let's take a peek here. How's this going to play out for each sign? Aries. Page of Stones showing up in reverse. What's going on here? All right. So, Aries, I think that we've got somebody in your sphere of influence who is letting you know something about money or about material goods. It's not necessarily the type of message that you would like to hear. However, this is somebody who is being truthful and honest with you and upfront with you. This is not somebody who's, trying to pull the wool out from under your feet or trying to say, "Oh, everything is wonderful and pie in the sky." They're shooting straight, which allows you to make the decisions you need to make to move forward based on the reality of the situation. Next up, let's look at Taurus. Seven of Vessels coming up in reverse for Taurus. Hmm. Taurus, I'm going to say that there's somebody in your sphere of influence who is getting beyond something that really had them upset, grieving, incredibly sad, something in that range of things. And now they're starting to see that the world's not going to end if they smile, and it's going to be okay to be a little bit happy and allowing themselves to be happy. And this is somebody who, you want to go back to the beginning of the video and hear what I said about the stag at the front of the video to know more about what type of person this is. But it's somebody that probably has some type of influence over you. And like I said, to hear the rest, go back to the beginning of the video if you didn't listen at the beginning. Gemini. Six of Stones coming up in reverse. Boop ba da doo doo. What I'm hearing is this old saying, which I really hate this saying, but it says, "No good deed goes unpunished." That's what I'm hearing as I look at this card. Geminis, I think that you're acting with integrity. You're being straight with people. You are, not being biased. You're not playing favorites. And I think what has happened is that there was somebody that was taking advantage of you. But with this card, what I'm picking up is I think that is actually ending today because this card's coming up in reverse. I think there's somebody that is giving you some kind of tip off here about what's actually been going on, like what's the real deal, because apparently you're getting some kind of story that is not the real deal. So somebody's giving you some kind of tip off here, and I think you're ending whatever manipulation this was, you're cutting it short today. I'm just seeing that axe and the stags. I'm just seeing that axe just like drop down, chopping that right off. Okay. Now, don't anybody get any literal ideas. I'm speaking figuratively. I know Pluto's moving. It can make us do some different types of things. That's not what I'm suggesting. All right, let's look at Cancer. Okay, so Cancers, you guys have the Page of Bows coming up here. Oh, Cancers, I think there's somebody in your sphere of influence that has influence over you. Like a boss or a father figure, mother figure, mentor, teacher, et cetera, et cetera. To find out more about their personality, you want to scroll back to the beginning of the video if you didn't already hear that. But there's somebody like that who has some influence over you in your sphere of influence. And I think that they are doing some things that are making you feel pretty good about yourself. So they're noticing some of the things that you've been doing and they're letting you know, hey, I appreciate that. And I think that that is just like balm to the heart for you today. That's what it feels like. Like that little kudos just feels really good. Especially, I think, coming from them, because I don't think this person gives out compliments real easy. You have to really do something to earn those compliments. Okay? So that was Cancer. Let's look next at Leo. Leo. Queen of Bows showing up in reverse. Ba ba da da ba. Leo, you've got somebody who has the type of personality I talked about at the beginning of this video. You have somebody like that who is doing some things behind the scenes on your behalf. For a few of you, this is somebody who's already crossed over that has that type of personality, or at least did when they were here. But for most of you, I'm going to say this is someone who is here and alive and well. Next up, we're looking at Virgo. Ba ba da da ba. Virgos, I think there's something that you have been waiting for, and I think you've got somebody in a position of authority with the type of personality I described at the front of the video who is bringing an end to that wait for you, one way or the other. Next up, we're looking at Libra. Libras, you guys have the Guardian showing up here. This is interesting, Libras, because I think you're going to see somebody who has some type of influence over you that has the personality, like I was talking about at the beginning of this video, that really is being run right now by some type of fear or obsession. And I think that it's going to be really surprising to you when you realize um, how big a role this fear or obsession is actually playing in this person's life right now. I don't think this is always the case, but right now this is putting a lot of pressure on this person. And I think you're going to be blown away because I don't think that you really saw this person as somebody who anything could shake. All right. Next, we're looking at Scorpio. Knight of Arrows coming up in reverse. What's going on here? Okay. Scorpios. I think what's happening is we're digging in for information about some type of person who could potentially have influence over us if we let them. That may be why we're digging for information to see if we want to let them or not, or some type of company even we may be considering partnering up with or signing on with. So doing some information, doing some due diligence there. Next up, we're looking at Sagittarius. Eight of Stones showing up in reverse. Sagittarius, y'all's bosses may not be coming into work today. That would be a very literal translation of this, but I do want to open it up so that it actually would fit, more people. I want this to be accurate, but I also want it to fit as many people as possible. So, Sagittarius, this really can be that there is somebody in your life who has some type of influence with the type of personality that I talk about at the beginning of this video, who is not getting any work accomplished, is not getting any work done. It may be voluntary um, with the Eight of Stones in reverse, or it may be that they weren't expecting that. Maybe something else came up that they had to focus on instead of work. But either way, they're not getting any work done. Okay, so that's for Sagittarius. Next up, let's look at Capricorn. Four of Vessels showing up here. Capricorn, I think that you are in some type of leadership position today, and I do think that you're exhibiting the things that I talked about at the beginning of this video as far as personality style. And I kind of feel like this is kind of ho-hum every day for a lot of you that are watching this video. This is like, yep, this is normal life for me. That's what I feel like for you guys. Aquarius. Hooded man showing up in reverse. Aquarius. Aquarius, you guys very literally may be getting a new boss today, new supervisor, something like that. But it doesn't have to be that either. It could be that maybe somebody who has some influence over you in your life that meets the personality style that I talked about at the front of the video. That person could have been away for a while and now they are showing back up, where they could have been sort of keeping to themselves for a while and now they're re-entering the world and being social with people. Ba-ba-da. Could be back from vacation or a business trip even. Pisces. Nine of Stones showing up in reverse. Very similar actually to Libra's reading. Pisces, it looks like you've got somebody who may have some authority in your life who does have the personality style that we talk about at the front of the video, who is really having a hard time coming to peace about something, finding their way through a situation. And Pisces, I think you may be their support person that they kind of come to for maybe advice, maybe just to vent. Maybe they don't want to hear anything back from you. But I think for a lot of you, they actually are looking for some kind of advice that they can not necessarily jump on and just take right away, but at least think about and consider. Because right now they're just a little stuck. Okay. So that's what I've got for everybody. Thank you so much for being here and spending some of your precious time with me. I do appreciate it. Of course, you guys are my sponsors, so don't forget to put a thumbs up, share this video, and put comments down below. That way I don't have to talk about VPNs or vacuum cleaners or household goods or whatever else. And also, I'm looking forward to reading for some of you later on today, either on the phone or online. And the rest of you, I'll see you back on the next video. Peace out.